Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
For some reason, we're outside today in the heat and the sun, and we're just silhouetted. It's like we're doing, undercover drug testimony on a news show or something. It's like, Dateline. But anyway, it's summertime, so we need a nice, refreshing summer beer.
If only we had one.
I think we might.
Tell me what we got.
Well, what we got here, you may remember in the past our episode on the Rosemary IPA that came inspired by Dick Cantwell's Brewing Eclectic IPA book. Well, this is the second beer that I've brewed from that book.
Wow.
So, what we have here is a lemon cucumber IPA.
Sounds salady.
If you don't like it, you can use it as a salad dressing. Okay, so here's what went into it. This is a 5-gallon batch, or 19 liters.
So I pour?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Pour aggressively. That was a keg fill. 11 pounds or 5 kilograms of German Pilsner malt, 8 ounces or 225 grams of 20 Lovibond Crystal. I mashed at 153 degrees Fahrenheit or 67 C for a little over an hour. I hopped with 2 ounces or 56 grams of Citra at 13% alpha acid for 90 minutes, 1.5 ounces or 42 grams of Citra for 2 minutes, and then half an ounce or 14 grams of Citra at flame out. And then at flame out as well, I used the zest from 4 Meyer lemons.
Huh?
Now, after that, I took 2 peeled cucumbers. They're about a pound apiece, so that's about 910 grams of peeled cucumbers that I pureed, and then I added the juice of those 4 Meyer lemons to that, and I added that into the fermenter with Imperial A07 flagship yeast. Original gravity was 1053, the final gravity was 1011, ABV of 5.6%. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm really interested. You have to be honest.
I'll be honest.
What you think about this one?
The cucumber really comes through. The lemon, not as much, to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's very drinkable. I quite like it. I would like less cucumber.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I think about it. So I think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be better if it didn't have as much cucumber. We're on the same sheet of music, I think.
I agree.
And the cucumber overwhelms everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Here's what I would change the next time I brewed this. I boiled for 90 minutes. So the last time I brewed, I'm sweating like a pig. Do pigs sweat?
They do in Arkansas, I can tell you.
They do now. But on the Rosemary beer, I boiled for 90 minutes, and I think I only got like 3.5 gallons, into the keg. It was a delicious beer, and I was like, wow, I wish I had more of this. So what I did was instead of starting out with 8 gallons in the Brew in a Bag system from High Gravity, our sponsors of the audio show, I started with a gallon more, 9 gallons. So the gravity was less than the recipe called for. It started out at 1053. I think that either if I had used less water, so that this would be a higher gravity, more malty beer, that would have balanced out the cucumber, or if I had only used 1 cucumber instead of the 2, that would have balanced it out as well. So as it is now, most days I like this beer. I think it's really refreshing.
It is.
The cucumber adds an interesting kind of, to be honest, odd character.
But it's not unpleasant. It's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you decide to do this again, you'll brew it better. I was so blown away with the Rosemary IPA. That was bombs out, lights out, great. Way good. This is like if that was a hurricane of goodness, this is like a light zephyr of goodness. It's not bad. It's not been poorly brewed.
Well, my opinion on it, it changes from day to day. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, this is really tasty.
Yeah.
On its worst days, which are in the minority, I say, this tastes like a pickle.
Oh.
Because I get cucumber.
Too bad you put that flavor into my mind.
Yeah, no,
I don't like it.
But the cucumber comes in way strong, and then I do get like the zest of the Meyer lemon, which adds kind of a tartness or an acidity to it with the lemon juice in there as well. You combine those together, all you need is some dill to dry hop, and you got a pickle.
Sriracha ace.
I had when I brewed this, I had dill in the garden, and I was like, should I make a pickle beer? This is almost a pickle beer in this incarnation, in this balance.
Now, if we had some bratwurst,
Actually,
see if
some barbecue,
yeah,
some
that can be arranged.
Some pork.
And in about 5 minutes, we'll also add that lovely skunking flavor.
That's right.
It'll take about 5 minutes before this is not good to drink.
Here in the sun,
Yeah.
we got the cicadas serenading us. So
It's the deep summer.
we'll need the towel boy between takes here. Makeup. No, I think it's a good first attempt at this recipe in this balance, and to be fair to Dick Cantwell, this is just based on his recipe. So I tweaked it a little bit. But if I would do it again, I would tweak it again.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that cucumber flavor in the same way that I enjoyed that rosemary. Mm-hmm. To me, the rosemary beer was more in balance than this one is.
Yeah.
I would brew that rosemary beer again the same way the second time.
That was really good.
This one is to me is not in balance.
It's a work in progress.
It is, but it's not nasty.
No. I mean, I'm going to drink the whole thing. It's okay. I mean, it's not, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I got on a kick, for all of you gin aficionados out there, I got on a kick of Hendrick's gin for a while, which is a Scottish gin. And I'm trying to block the skunking. They used a lot of cucumber in their herbal mix, so it goes to cucumber. So I was drinking these Hendrick's martinis with a slice of cucumber. And after a while, I got tired of it because it was cucumber.
Too much cucumber.
Too much cucumber. That's how this beer would be. It's like, oh, that's really good. That's really nice. And now I don't anymore.
It's starting to get skunky.
Oh, yeah. It won't
Smell
take long.
it. It's going to be the skunking episode again. What do you need to stop skunking? You need a Basic Brewing tie-dye
That's right.
silicone pint. Look at this. It blocks the light except for the top, but it's silicone. So if your drunk uncle drops it on the concrete patio or by the poolside, it's not going to break. It's got the Basic Brewing logo on it. Maybe washed out in the sun. I don't know. It's got a cool tie-dye pattern on it, and it's available at basicbrewingshop.com. Shameless plug. Get it. Maybe a limited time item, depending on how many you'll buy these things. I love it. I got one of these at a state park, the Devil's Den State Park, and it has the Devil's Den logo on it. And I was like, man, that is cool. Where do you get those? I want to sell them.
Well, that's mine.
Well, that's a good idea. I'm just going to be drinking out of the brown bottle. All right. Well, the cucumber lemon IPA.
Yep.
We'll give it a sideways in this incarnation, but it wouldn't take much.
Nope. It's just, it wants to do this. It just can't.
So we'll change the balance for next time, but I'll put the recipe out there on, if you follow us on financially through Patreon or PayPal or whatever, I'll put the recipe out there as is, and then you can fix it as you wish. All right. Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Happy brewing.
Come and visit us online. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs and our brewer's logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. If you're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, stop by Steve's Brew Shop or find him online at stevesbrewshop.com.
Whew.
I'm sweating.
It's hot.